Good morning. I'm the Christian whistleblower, Jeffrey Daugherty. We got to get this started because Jen has to go to work. Welcome to the channel. We're here to bring you today the gospel truth about hurricanes. Are the Elohim helping? Hurricanes are the Elohim helping. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. And don't forget to make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel. I want to show you something that was sent to me by Cliff Desmond, my good buddy, who we're going to have on the channel again real soon. And let me show you this, folks. We're not the only crazy people. Let's check this out. And I got this pulled over because I don't really want you to see all of my emails, and this is in my email. So let's take a look. Hurricanes Irma, Jose, Katia, and the Elohim. Are the Elohim helping? Well, every Sunday and this is by Terry. Her name is Terry Heel. And I guess Cliff likes her. I don't know her, but that's okay. So every Sunday we do a planetary healing session. On August 31st, 2008, Hurricane Gustav was heading towards New Orleans with the same force as Hurricane Katrina, which of course devastated the city. They put Hurricane Gustav in the light, not what I would have done, but interesting. And something unprecedented happened. When they put Hurricane Gustav in the light, the Elohim started a communication with the hurricane that they could hear through their communication with Terry. I guess Terry was channeling it. After about 15 minutes, I would guess the Elohim announced that Hurricane Gustav agreed to let the Elohim disperse some of its energy to Mount Shasta and New Orleans, as it wasn't going to be a problem in spite of all the newscasts that said it would be. I remember thinking, there goes my credibility, anticipating that Gustav was going to hit full force. Immediately after the call, I Googled Gustav, and it came up that Gustav had mysteriously dropped from a level 4 to a level 3 and continued to drop in intensity. Here's what Wikipedia, I think it's Wikipedia, said about Gustav. By the early hours of 31 August, Gustav entered the Gulf of Mexico with maximum speeds of 135 miles per hour and minimum central pressure of 958 millibars. During August 31st, the storm moved in a northwest direction, slightly losing its strength, despite passing over a shortened loop current, with sustained winds at 115. On the evening of August 31st, it weakened to a Category 2 and remained at such intensity until landfall. It made landfall on the Louisiana coast with 105-mile-an-hour winds. By 10, Gustav had been downgraded to a tropical storm with winds of 60, and then it was diminished to a tropical depression by 4 p.m. So right after the call on August 31st, 2008, Gustav dropped in intensity despite all predictions that it would hit full force. And by the time it hit New Orleans, it was not a problem. Later in the week, I queried our sources, and they said if we didn't do what we did on Sunday, Gustav would have hit full force. Terry even heard George Norrie make a comment about the mysterious drop in Gustav's strength. So this morning, we bring up Irma, Jose, and Katia, another amazing session where they're working with the hurricanes right on the line. They told me it would be a good idea to put this call out on a mailing, indicating that if you're listening, it would help. So here's the audio, blah, blah, blah. So the idea is that we're not the only ones that have had this idea. And Terry Heel is working with Whole Planet Healing, and she is doing her best to bring the hurricanes to a place where they're not going to be as destructive either. So we did it. This lady's done it. George Norrie was involved both times. So don't let anyone tell you that we didn't do anything. Don't let anyone tell you that it didn't happen. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not true. And there's Cliff Desmond, a handsome devil that he is right there. He's getting ready to roll out Cliff Desmond on the edge with the cliff. And I want you to, keep your eye out for that. So listen, folks, this is real. This is true. This is powerful. We are making the change we want to see. We are changing things. I did a video yesterday that showed that Even though Rex was putting out all the facts, and they were facts about how bad this hurricane was going to be. And even though Heidi was putting out all the facts from astrology, and they were facts of how bad this hurricane was going to be, and Jenny was putting out all her tarot readings about how bad the hurricane was going to be, we went to work and made it not be as bad as it should have been. And what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter what facts say, it doesn't matter what the cards say, it doesn't matter what astrology says, the manifest intention of human beings is more powerful than the facts, than the astrology, than the tarot. That's just the way it is. And of course, my darlings, they got it right, right from the start. So at any rate, whatever that's worth, I have to give them props when props are due. So folks, that is just a little expression for you. A little expression for you. It's a little hope for you. It's a little pat on the back for you. It's a little confirmation for you as well. Especially since we're facing the end of the world in just 3 days. That's right, September 23rd, 2017, of course, will be the end of the world. L.A. Marzulli says so. Scott Clark says so. All of the evangelical experts say that it's all over on September 23rd. That's when the tribulation starts. That's when the rapture is probably going to happen. That's when all of the bad things are going to happen. It's starting to go to hell in a handbasket. Absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. We are not going to face the end of the world. We are not going to face tribulation. And please don't let yourself get carried away by fear mongering, especially in my chat room. I would appreciate it very much. And let's go ahead and try to keep ourselves on a high energetic note here during the conversation. We want to keep it especially positive during the show. If you want to talk amongst yourselves afterwards, well, that's okay. Now, it is jubilation time, folks. It is not tribulation time. It is jubilation time. Lyndon says L.A. Cucaracha is packing his bags. He may well be. But I want you folks to realize that September 23rd is the end of the world as they know it. September 23rd is the end of the world as the evangelicals know it. On September 23rd, the 7-year period, it really already started on the eclipse of the tribulation of Roman Christianity has happened. It's crumbling, it's falling, it's going down to Chinatown. What were you going to unsubscribe over, Karen Williams? Going down to Chinatown. It is falling to pieces. The end of the church is at hand, and it's been 2,000 years, and it couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of people. So when they're talking about their terrible, horrible things that are going to happen, they're right. Terrible, horrible things are going to happen to the Christian church. When they're talking about 7 years of tribulation, they're right. There's going to be 7 years of tribulation on the Christian church. When they're talking about things falling apart, they're right. The Christian church is going to fall apart. And I am here with hammer, jackhammer, sledgehammer, everything I can to help hasten the fall of the whore of Babylon, the great Roman church. It's coming down. And these next 7 years are going to weaken it like never before. And the Gospel Truth Army is on the march. And we are bringing them down to Chinatown. That's a big statement. That is a powerful statement. But here's the most important thing. We're not saying, oh, great, the Catholic Church is falling. Well, the thing about the church falling is that true spirituality is going to rise. We'll be the ones fiddling while Rome burns. Great historical reference by Lyndon, referencing a Nero fiddling while Rome burns. We'll be fiddling while Rome burns. Absolutely. And isn't it interesting that eschatology, the Trojan horse brought into the church by the Jesuit movement, is going to be the thing that is the final straw that breaks the camel's back, and down comes the church. Down goes the church, ladies and gentlemen. But the important thing is, as the church goes down, thank you, Jen, the spirituality comes up. As religion crumbles, spirituality comes higher and higher and higher. Spirituality is going to raise as religion falls, and that's the important thing to remember. That's the important thing to consider. That's the important thing to keep in mind. And we can't get fat and sassy. We have to continue to do what we do. We have to continue to work. We have to continue to spread the word. We have to continue to put out our powerful intention against, maybe that's something we start doing. Putting out intention against false religion. Like Tamu says, we need to stay focused, and we don't want to let Islam rise. Well, yeah, that's true. I think all the Abrahamic religions are going to go down. We do need spirituality, not religion, and that is going to happen. Self-consciousness is rising even higher as religion is dropping. So when you listen on the 24th to all the excuses and all the lies and all the justifications and all the we didn't say, and I will be playing L.A. Marzulli saying, we're not saying the rapture is going to happen on September 23rd, but all the signs are surely pointing to that occurrence. I'm going to keep playing that. I'm going to keep playing Scotty Clark saying, it's going to happen. Let's watch. We're going to keep saying it. We are going to help finish them off. They say don't kick a man when he's down. I say there's no better time to kick a man than when he's down. He's right there by your foot. Give him a good kicking. Of course, I'm talking spiritually wise, absolutely powerful, absolutely strong, absolutely great. Tamu says if we stay focused, manifesting for the inside out, standing in our power, the 100th monkey will rise. Absolutely. The 100th monkey will rise. We bless Sophia, not any fake gods. And life is not very nice when it's all about the Abrahamic faiths. That's why we have moved beyond that as a people. We've moved beyond that as a group, and we move beyond that as a conscious entity. Let's see if I missed any. Questions, I don't think I did. Again, live shows 11 a.m., 5 p.m., and 11 p.m. I've used long distance and Reiki for hurricanes, someone said. So 11 a.m., 5 p.m., me and the Rod should get a room. We got a room, Lyndon. And yes, it is jubilation time, folks. It is jubilation time. We are ready to go. The cockroaches are running and hiding. They're skittering and they're scattering. Can you believe Marzulli trying to say he never said it? That is such a lack of integrity. Just admit that you were wrong, man. Say I changed my mind. But no, he's got to say I never said it. But we got it on tape. So there you go. All signs point to go. I salute you, GTA. I salute you, all of you that are seeking after truth. We are going to continue to put the pedal to the metal. We're going to continue to do more work. We're going to continue to do more videos. We're going to continue to do more books. We're going to continue to expand this even to include meetings and seminars. We're going to continue to do it. We are going to finish that which we have started. Or my name's not Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. Yes, 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 indeed. This has been the gospel truth about the Elohim working with us in relation to these hurricanes. And it has been yet another declaration that September 23rd will bring the end of the world. It will bring the tribulation. It will bring things falling apart, but only for the Roman Catholic Church and the Roman Protestant Church and all her little hoary daughters. That's right. I said it. We're here to represent it. Christianity is going down. We're about to witness the fall of the whore of Babylon. It's the end of their world as they know it. And I don't know about you, but I feel fine. No original sin, spark of divinity within, loving myself, loving my neighbor, being excellent to everyone, making the change that I want to see, headed for a shower because I went to the beach and didn't take one, and encouraging you to stay fearless, my friends.